a slaughtering of the Advised show, because once you talk to someone whose name is Advised show, you probably won at that point on a
It is the truth. Black people in America cannot be racist. I have learned is you're the slave race and we're the master race.
Forgive him, but as you can see, he has no brain.
Turns out you don't need one. Totally overrated.
What's going on, cynics? So, fake news is kind of a big thing nowadays. And I don't think people understand that fake news isn't always just a completely made-up story. A lot of fake news is coming off of small clippets of actual stories, and then somebody like Black Bob changing it into a completely different narrative. Now, for you who don't know who Black Bob is, his real name is Phil Scott. He has a channel called The Advised Show, which everybody makes fun of him for it. And Tommy SOTOMAYOR apparently knows the origins of his channel. So, Tommy, what are those origins?
Okay, he messed up. Number one, I have a beef with the guy because the guy literally took all of the stuff that I was doing. He used to be a fan of my show when I started. He used to be a caller in. And then he just started becoming me. Like everything I did, he just did it.
Okay.
And so he would buy all of his stuff on
But classier, have you seen those ties?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that all changed once people started calling out, you're stealing this guy's stuff. So like he became the anti-me of, well, let me be pro-black then, because I think he's not, and I can get this audience. But the Advice show came from, he was trying to spell advice, and he refused because most people are
you win the betting pool.
Yeah, he was trying to spell advice.
Oh, Tommy, we know there's a little bit more to that story.
Yeah, it was, and I used to make fun of him about it. That's why, I was like, come on, dude. And it was funny, if you look, there's a guy on YouTube, and he's a bit slow, and he was the original Advice show, but he was saying advice. So he actually took this name from what is the politically correct term?
Retarded.
Yeah. No. It was a retarded kid. He took a retarded kid's YouTube name from it.
Now, Steven Crowder did an amazing job at being nice and exposing Black Bob at the same time. And if you want to see the entire interview, I'll leave a link in the description. You got anything to add to that, Steven?
He doesn't even know what advise is. He should have had someone advise him on how to spell.
The sad part is he has somebody that helps him, so they're obviously just as dumb as he is. But anything else?
I feel, I take some pride in that. Like, we have never had someone on the show from an opposing viewpoint who either wouldn't come back or isn't willing to come back. But he did upload our debate to his channel and then immediately deleted it.
Right, because everybody kept telling him, dude, you got slaughtered. Like, what happened?
Now, it was pretty entertaining sitting there reading the comments from Black Bob's fans, as you see here, on how he was absolutely decimated by Steven Crowder. I mean, they literally tell him that the guy doesn't know how to debate at all. And Steven Crowder embarrassed him to the point now he will not go on anybody else's show or have anybody on his show that disagrees with him. You must agree that black people are under the thumb of white supremacy. That is the only answer for all of their plight in life. Now, this is embarrassing on many levels, but for him to call himself a news organization, a news outlet, and then turn around and do a fake story like this is fucking embarrassing. But he doesn't care because he might be mentally retarded. Advice show. Advice, dummy. Advice.
Almost definitely just hit that. Got all that shit right there. Niggas just saying, yo, just sit there and hit that girl. Real nigga shit. Real tough. Real tough. Real tough.
Man, police brutality, man.
Most definitely, yo. He just most definitely just hit that girl, yo.
That's the girl, yo.
Most definitely.
Get lost now! Go right there. Go right there. I ain't get that shit.
So what, yo? He just hit that shit. Highlight shit. She just hit her like, you know, man, yo. He just hit that girl like she's a nigga, yo. He just hit her right there, girl, yo. Yeah, niggas got all that shit on record. Niggas got it, y'all on camera. Yeah, we just got Joe hit her right there. Dead mission. Yeah, I got you, Jay. What you talking about? Doing shit like that. Go ahead, put your foot on. Where your phone behind? Back up. All right, we got it. We got all that, baby. We got all that, baby. Look, we got you too, cuz. But no, dead. Look, she said she can't breathe. She said she can't breathe. Yeah, back up. Yeah, they want us to back up, but Joe really just hit that girl dead. She said she can't breathe. That girl on the ground and can't breathe.
Now, all this was uncalled for. It was no reason for that man to choke that woman like that. I don't care if she was shoplifting or whatever she was doing, because obviously they was there for some reason. You don't grab somebody and put them in a chokehold. She wasn't fighting you like that.
Well, that's just asinine to say. You have no idea what happened before the filming started. She could have been swinging on him. Now, it's also asinine to suggest that you don't grab the lady by the neck. If she stole something, and that was his point, well, I don't care if even she stole something. So if somebody comes into your house, steals something, and tries to get out of the house, and you grab them by the neck, and they say, ow, because it's a woman, you let her go? You just let her steal your shit?
And then when you got her on the ground, why in the world are you putting all your weight on her back? And she telling you that she couldn't breathe.
Well, apparently you don't know this, so let me explain it to you. When a cop puts somebody down on the ground, they want them to stay down on the ground. The best way to do that is put your weight on them so they don't get up and move. Now, she's already proven that she's willing to fight. You don't think the cop was just walking down the street and just said, hey, there's a black person, let me grab him in a chokehold? Or is that what you think? You know, you're dumb enough. That might be what he thinks.
Well, I mean, we're trying to have another Eric Garner all over again? Were you trying to go crazy now since you know Trump not going to do nothing to y'all because y'all can go crazy killing black people?
Eric Garner actually died under the Obama administration. So are you suggesting that the Obama administration is responsible for Eric Garner? Like, for some reason, Obama told cops they can kill black people? Like you're trying to suggest that Trump is doing right now?
Like y'all love to do? And you wonder why a lot of people don't respect y'all at the end of the day? But see, this is the thing. We have to be careful and play this stuff safe with these people now, because Trump just gave them more power to kill you, more power to.
Jesus Christ, what a scare tactic. Are you trying to tell us you think Donald Trump signed some kind of order that white people or cops can just go killing black people? It is what you think, isn't it? I'm telling you, this guy's a fucking moron.
Arrest you. Jeff Sessions the other day rescinded an order from Barack Obama to say that federal detention can't use private prisons. That's why their stocks went up when Trump got elected. So now they're using private prisons all over again. Private prisons is the worst corruption thing ever that you have, and yet they want to do it to make money.
Most people don't want private prisons. Most people want the crime rate to be so low that we don't need private prisons. The reason we have private prison is because the crime rate is so fucking high in some areas that the city or state doesn't have the place to house them, nor do they have the money to create a new prison. So they give it to other people. It's nothing wrong with that. And I know people that have been in private prisons and been in regular state prisons. They prefer the private prisons all day. Better food, more jobs, more education. The private prison is actually probably more helpful than city or state.
Private prisons also, the conditions is lower than the federal prison system.
Well, maybe you should talk to people that actually have been to prison, because apparently you don't know anybody, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, you ran away from the black neighborhoods. You live in a white neighborhood, work around only white people, hang around your white wife and her white family, but some reason you're racist as fuck. I think this is a money grab. I think you're being a race pimp.
But this is what they want to do. Understand something. These white supremacists in the White House is bringing back that Jim Crow, and that the police played a big part in Jim Crow.
Jesus Christ, did he just say that he thinks Donald Trump is going to bring back Jim Crow? And of course the cops were a part of Jim Crow. They were the ones that were forcing the laws, because Jim Crow was a law. You fucking idiot. This guy might be paranoid delusional. He might have a mental problem. He might be a schizophrenic person. Somebody look into that?
Enforcing Jim Crow laws. So they have no problem doing this mess now. That's why black people need to get organized. Stop doing stupid stuff. Don't give them a reason, because they'll look for any little reason now to kill you, because they know nothing gonna happen to them. Loretta Lynch not up there no more, and Obama's not up there anymore to say something to them. They gone. They got the green light now to do what they want to do.
He just said that the cops have a green light from a government, I guess, to kill whatever black person they want to kill. And as he says, they're just looking for a reason. Well, that white cop had a reason right there. How come he didn't kill her? Maybe because you're lying. Maybe because you're just making shit up. You took one little bit of a true story of a cop putting a black woman in a headlock, and you've made this complete falsehood of how she was an innocent person and how cops and Trump are just going after black people. This is fake news, and this shit shouldn't be allowed. This fucking guy. I mean, he has 600,000 subs, but he gets like 30,000 views if he's lucky. I'm pretty sure he's bought most of his fucking subs. His first year, he got 100,000 subs. That's straight bullshit.
Dude, this police brutality stuff is sick. It's wrong. It's unconstitutional, but they don't care about no constitution. They don't. Because that document needs to be updated anyway. Because these folks don't obey it at the end of the day. They don't care about your rights or whatever. Because remember, when they were signing that document, you was a slave. So what rights do we really have as black people in America?
Well, there you have it. The Constitution needs updating. I'd love to know what the fuck he's talking about. And remember, black people, you were slaves at one point in life. So, fuck white people, I guess. Really? This is where we're at? I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all that good stuff for me. Fucking Black Bob.
It is the truth. Black people in America cannot be racist. What I have learned is you're the slave race and we're the master race.
Forgive him, but as you can see, he has no brain.
Turns out you don't need one. Totally overrated.
C-H-I-C-A-T-O, here we go.